the Joyful Yogini. Happy Friday! It is time for the weekend reading. So just before I go into that weekend reading, I want to say I'm in so much gratitude. Gratitude and excitement. I planned my first event where I was doing a whole bunch of mini readings. And it was exciting. Like this is a new phase of me totally owning it. Yes, I channel messages. Yes, I'm a yoga instructor. I'm a medium. I'm like owning it, and it feels good. Okay, who's in the house there? Who's in the house? Hey, how are ya? Alberto, I'm glad you could make it. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And last night I was at Natural Solutions Health Food Store in Uxbridge, Ontario. And I only had one person pre-book, but then it was like the next person. It was like so cool. It was really awesome. And the reason why it was so cool was because not only it felt abundant, but I met the most beautiful people, just beautiful, and even got some wonderful messages myself, just from the exchange with them. So great. And I'm doing the same thing, same location, Natural Solutions Health Food Store in Uxbridge this Saturday between 1 and 5. And my first 5 appointments are already booked. Bam, 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 bam. They're like done. So I'm super excited about it. So if you happen to live local and you want to reserve your time slot, you can send me a DM and we can find a time slot that will work for you. Who just joined? Macaroon just joined. Oh, and then they're gone. Is that Hills that's in the house? Hey, Hills, how are you? These glasses just look filthy. I feel like I'm always saying that. I must have a really steamy breath or something that just fogs them up. All right, so let's get on with the weekend reading. I'm going to pick from my daily crystal inspiration deck here. I'm not going to be on here for very long. I'm going to do the reading and then say goodbye. My dog is actually getting a grooming today, which is definitely needed. I gave him a bath actually already. Hills, hey, good to see you. Yeah, it's good to see you too. I'm glad you can make it. All right, so daily inspiration deck. What do we need for this weekend? This is including today. So September 17th, 18th, and 19th. But you know what? Even if you are inspired to watch this video after the fact, maybe you're watching it in October or November, then trust that you're meant to hear these messages at that time. So it's all good. Okay, we have 1 card, 2 card, and 3. All right, so 3 cards want to come out to offer us some inspiration for this weekend. The first card, the first crystal is Amazonite. Loosen your grip. Loosen your grip. The analogy of holding on to a rope, a tug-of-war rope, that has been coming up over the past couple of weeks. And so that's what I was seeing again, is just start relaxing those shoulders, open up those hands a bit, breathe. And you know what? Let's just put that rope down. let's just put it right down. We don't need to control everything, okay? We don't need to control it. We need to trust. And I feel, at the beginning of this week, that my yoga classes had just started the beginning of this week. And by the way, if you are interested, they're available over Zoom or in person if you happen to be local to Uxbridge, Ontario. But if you're not local, hey, you can do Zoom. So, I'm new at offering these classes in person. And I was doing some live stream like freebies last year, but then I was also doing some Zoom scheduled ones. And that's when I was just kind of getting my feet wet. And now I feel like, no, this is my business, baby. Let's go. Let's go. And so, yeah, of course, when, starting everything up, and I hope you can relate to this in your own way. So just starting everything up, I would love for my classes to be packed, right? And I mentioned this in another stream earlier this week. Hey, I would love for them to be totally packed. But the realization this week, I have very busy days. And, I'm not only juggling building this business, but I also do the TV show, the local TV show in town. And I'm a mom. I got 3 kids who need to go in different directions, and then trying to get household shit done too, right? Like there's a lot of juggling going on. And then I had more registrations this week for yoga, which is so cool. Like as the week was going on, I was getting registration here, but I had 3 on one day. And then I realized this pace feels good. This pace feels really good. Because if I was just all of a sudden, here's 15 registrations, I would think it would feel a bit overwhelming for me, needing to try to organize all that. Because I need to, add them to the registration list, and I need to make sure they get the liability forms and make sure I get those back. And like, there's a lot of steps that need to be done every time I get one registration. And when I was thinking about that the overwhelming type of feeling and the anxiousness, the constriction that it could create within me, because I do, like I've been giving myself tools for anxiety, for stress, for, all that inner worry and constriction. And one of the tools is balance, right? That is one of the tools, is balance. And so the universe is providing me that balance. Now that's one potential reason as to maybe something hasn't come to fruition for you yet. Like this is just my own example. And then when I realized that, I was like, wow, I'm feeling that gratitude about that. And then I can get back into that place of trust that things are going to be flowing as they should. So, and I can relate that to different areas of my life. If you have applied for a job and you still haven't heard anything yet, or maybe you had an interview and you're still waiting to hear if you got the job, or, maybe it has to do with school, or maybe it has to do with a relationship, maybe it has to do with health. A lot of stuff lately has to do with relationships and career, especially love relationships, right? So we need to trust in the process, trust in the flow. And if you're still in a place of not knowing what to do in a certain area of your life, trust that too. And instead of holding on to that rope, having that constriction of, but I need to make a decision. I need to move forward. This is the right time to move forward. I can feel it, right? So instead of having that, we breathe, we put the rope down, and we trust that we will know when we're meant to know. We will have that clarity. And maybe you already know, but there's still some fears that are coming up, and that's okay. That's totally okay. And so then you can ask your angels and guides, ask the universe to say, take my fears, and let's create some clarity. I want more clarity. Bring me more confirmation. And maybe you've already been asking for confirmation, and then another confirmation, and then another ask for more. If you need more confirmations, ask for more. Okay. Maybe like sometimes I need that flashing billboard sign, right? But yeah, you can ask for more confirmations, but let's let go, and let's let that weight, off the shoulders. Let's breathe. And feel free to remind me, because I want to talk about the heart chakra, and I just wanted to share something. I'm pointing to the back of my back because we got, the front and the back of the heart chakra. So, but yeah, so Amazonite, this weekend, we're going to lose our grip, okay? Not lose your mind. You're going to lose your grip. All right. And by the way, Friday night party is taking place 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And the theme is be kind to yourself. Okay. So it will be beautiful to see what messages come through about that and the healing and the patterns that we can let go of that are associated to not being so kind to ourselves. Okay. So that's tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. All right. So Toronto time. The next one is smoky quartz. Let it go. Let it go. Don't hold it back anymore. Let it go. Okay, who's going to watch Frozen this weekend? Have I inspired you to watch Frozen? You know what? Frozen 2 is my favorite because Olaf, he just makes me laugh so much. I don't even know Samantha. So, anyways, I make myself laugh. That's all that's important, right? All right. So I really feel like Amazonite and smoky quartz, I feel like these messages go hand in hand this weekend. So we're going to loosen our grip. We're going to let go our judgments as to how we think things should look, how we think things should go, how we think other people should be doing things, how we think we should be different than who we are. We are all doing the best that we can. And it's about working towards embracing that, right? Embracing yourself, embracing others. And the only reason why I'm saying working towards it is because when we have a pattern of thought that is, we're just so used to behaving a certain way. You know, I've used the analogy before. I love this analogy. I did not come up with this analogy, by the way. But I love the analogy. I think I said it earlier this week, you know, riding your bike in the same route, and then you get that groove going, and then it's hard to get out of that groove. And, but you can, and you just have to get practice of let's get out. And you're creating a new path for yourself. So the more you start noticing when those judgments come up, that pattern can start getting lighter and lighter. It stops being a pattern. As soon as you notice it and you're like, yeah, that is a pattern. I don't want to have that pattern anymore. I'm ready to let go of that. Then great. And then it's just, you just notice how those natural like emotions that come up, or you know, whatever those reactions are, every time you notice them, they stop having as much of impact on you, right? There's less of a charge. And then the next time it happens, there's less of a charge. And then, you know, soon you'll just stop reacting that way in the first place, right? But it can take some time to get used to just staying on this new pathway. Okay, so that is let it go. The next one is malachite. It's time to transform. And frig, I was such a TV child, man. Another Transformers, more than meets the eye. That song, that theme song just came to, of course I gotta say it. Like, I'm not just gonna keep that bottled up. I gotta let it flow, let it go. All right, so hopefully I get you giggling at least in some way. If not, oh well, whatever. I'm just being myself, right? All right, so we are all continuing our transformation, right? We've been going through a really big transformation, really big heart transformation. The back of my heart is stiff there. Ugh, I would like to share this with you. You know, I woke up not yesterday, but the day before, and I went to do my yoga. And as soon as I started doing a yoga class, the back of, like, right between my wings, so the back of my heart chakra was so stiff. And I'm like, what the heck did I do? Like, this is weird. I don't remember jarring it. I had a pretty good workout on Monday. I did a power yoga on Monday. I did a vinyasa flow on Monday, and I was just trying to think, like, anyways, I just thought it was odd. But then I thought, okay, so heart chakra, what type of message do I need? What am I going through? What needs to be released? What is wanting to come to the surface, right? And then a friend of mine who I haven't spoke to at least a month, maybe two, she texted me and asking me if I want to be on her live stream. And I was talking to her, asking how she's been doing, and I realized, I'm like, wow, like her heart is still very closed right now. It is very closed, and then that night, I woke up, I guess, around 2 or 3 in the morning, and I got this message that I needed to send her an email. And this channeled message came through, and I sent this email, and as soon as I sent it, my back started to ease up. I'm like, wow, that feels a lot better. It feels, and then I went back to bed. I woke up later in the morning. I'm like, holy crow, like I can barely feel it now. It was only a little bit. And then I was inspired to text her. I'm like, you're my mirror. Like, that's what I was wanting to text her. I'm like, okay, I'll do it. You're my mirror. And I'm like, okay. So yeah, she's got some hard stuff going on that I offered some energy to assist in wherever she's at. She's doing her own healing, right? And then she also brought to my attention that I still have a chunk in there that needs to be released. And so I'm working on that right now, right? And so this weekend, pay attention to your body, even physically. Like, are you feeling anything physically in any parts of your body? But also, it would be really great for you to connect in. So maybe, hello, Michaela's in the house. Hey, maybe you might be drawn to a meditation this weekend. You listen to solfeggio frequencies. Maybe you have your own cards. Pull some cards for yourself. Just get some quiet time and deep breathing. Maybe do some gentle yoga, including the shavasana at the end, and really connect in. Any messages come in for you. We have a full moon in Pisces coming up on Monday, and Pisces is very much about opening up more emotionally and spiritually, and pay attention to your dreams, because even the energy like 3 days before a full moon and 3 days after can be really potent, and it's great for us to utilize this energy to continue to release the stuff, that the baggage, the patterns that are no longer serving us. And I keep seeing that image of this heavy coat that has been weighing us down. It's like, I'm getting like costume. It's been part of our costume, and the way we're going about life is having this extra heaviness because of our distortions of thought and distortions of patterns, right? And so it's time to let go of that cloak. Hey, Michaela. Yeah, it's time to, like, do you understand how much lighter it's going to be by just taking off, right? As well, we're letting go of that constriction of that rope too, right? We're letting that go, letting go of our cloak. And yeah, we're going to still have more layers to go through, but we've been going through some really big layers. And this heart healing, we're not only healing our heart from this lifetime. Please know that from all of your lifetimes, we've had heart traumas, and we are healing that now. And know that you are also healing heart trauma from your ancestry, right? So shit has gone through our DNA, and the stuff that you've gotten from within your DNA is maybe not the same as like a brother or sister. We can get different combinations of things. And in this lifetime, we have an opportunity to heal, to help heal our lineage, which is so cool. Let's heal 7 generations back and 7 generations forward. We have some powerful work we can do. And all we need to do is look within ourselves and see what we need to release. So that's pretty cool. So that is it for the weekend reading. I hope you have a fabulous weekend. And hey, if you're local, you can come on out to Natural Solutions Health Food Store in Uxbridge. So Saturday, Toronto time between 1 and 5. But hey, you can just show up, but you can or book it ahead of time, and it's $20 just for a mini reading. It's about a 5-card reading, so we'll have fun. Some good stuff can come out during that 5-card reading for sure. And I hopefully we will see you tonight for Feel Good Friday. And once again, it is about being kind to yourself. I had to think about that. I was going to say, let it go, don't hold it back anymore. Okay, so who's going to watch Frozen? Okay, so have a wonderful weekend. I'm going to start with Instagram here, from my late to yours. Namaste. Enjoy the rest of your day and fabulous weekend. Bye, guys. All right, bye. Namaste from mine to yours. Namaste. See you later.